And we're off to week 6. Welcome to Good Morning Football. We're presented by Old Trapper Beef Jerky, live in New York City. Happy Friday, October 15th. My name's Kay Adams. Thank you so much for choosing this breakfast table to hang out with this morning to kick off your weekend with Peter Schragers, with Kyle Brandt, with D'Angelo Hall, who I heard a rumor. I'll ask Will to confirm. You're off Good Morning Football weekend tomorrow. Will Selva taking over.
Nice. I am. Shout out to Will Selva. I appreciate you holding me down, Will. I put in a long weeks of work, so, you know.
Well, we've loved having you here in New York. We got to get to some highlights here. We've got lots to talk about on the show. Top 5 Friday, a Mad Minute, our brightest stars, Kareem Jackson, Carl Banks joining the program, 2 Yahoos from Wall Street. It's time for the lead block.
Lead block. You and Selva, won't anybody even notice the difference? You're separated at birth. Look at you. All right, let's go to Philly, where there was a future Hall of Famer in the house. Not necessarily that one. We'll get to it in a minute. Brady got booed, as he should have. That's Philly. Scoreless early. Look at this, though. Who's he throwing to? O.J. Howard. Nice. It's kind of nice to see this if you're a Bucs fan. It's like their 15th different offensive weapon. You know, Gronkowski's not out there. It's another touchdown pass for Brady, who came out cooking as he has all season. Jensen was all over the field, too. He's a madman. So we said at the table, kind of consensus, we need to see a pretty big game from Jalen Hurts. 3rd and 12 early on. He's going to scramble. Who's he looking? He's redirecting traffic. Whoa! Look at that catch by Quez Watkins.
Quez had about 3 amazing catches.
He was really good. And then, D'Angelo, you see this? This is our guy, Richard Sherman, pulling up lame, as they say.
Yeah.
He left, did not come back. I think Rondé Barber is going to sign with the Bucs next year. Zach Ertz wasn't sure if he was going to play with the Eagles this year. Touchdown! All right, so the place is cooking. Lincoln 5, tied 7-7. And then look at Brady. I'm just going to scoot over here. I can't run at all, but I can still move. And Antonio Brown. What do you say? Business is booming. Show up in a helicopter, all that stuff. And then it went weird, and now he's back, and he's really good. 14-7. Brady, first time this season, he's had 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter. Second quarter, Jalen Hurts. Now look at back. He throws this kind of off his back foot. It looked bad from the start, D'Angelo. What do you think?
Yeah, it looked bad, but goodness gracious, go play the ball in the air, too. I like DBs playing ball in the air. Receiver play the ball, too.
Jamel Dean with a pick. Kay, in my fantasy league, he had 24 points, Leonard Fournette.
Ow, ow.
Big night.
Lenny.
Monster. And also, the Lenny thing is becoming just permanent. We'll get into this. They don't call him Leonard anymore, ever. Everyone on his team calls him Lenny. 21-7. We need something. Nope, that's Devontae Smith playing defense. There's one cornerback for the Bucs. His name's Devontae Smith. He's healthy. He made a play. The Eagles' offense was spinning its tires for like 2 hours last night. And then more of this. Number 7 out of Baton Rouge.
Early candidate for angry runs?
I think so. Angry runs adjacent, Peter. We don't do perturbed runs. We'll see. That one wasn't angry at all. That was polite runs because no one even bothered to tackle him. 28-7, so we got a blowout, right? Hold on. That is a running play, and watch the Eagles fans. Good for you! Bravo! They didn't run the ball all early, and then Miles Sanders got involved late. And check this out. 4th and 3. This is a walk-in for our guy, Jalen. Look out! Get down! Oh, my gosh, that could have been a lawsuit. Remember when Rodman kicked that photographer? There he is! Yes. Future Hall of Famer. I said it, Mike Trout. Angels finished 18 back last year. 4th quarter. 18 back. I think Trout was hurt. Down 2 touchdowns. Brady's just going to roll over him and everything? No. 4th and 2. He misses badly, O.J. Howard. O.J. Howard looks good, but the chemistry is a work in progress. So the Eagles get the ball back. Can we get a game going? Miles Sanders. We're going to get into this. They ran 1 running play in the first half for 1 yard. And Sirianni was like, well, we run the RPOs, and Eagles fans are pissed. There's a running play. Touchdown.
Flex on him.
Hold on. He flexes. So it's 28. They go for 2, because eventually they're going to have to get it. So they go now, and check it out. 6-point game. Quez Watkins again.
A lot of unhappy people with that 2-point conversion.
Really?
Leave it at that.
All right. Well, look, 28-22. They did make it. 3rd and 7. Brady, you going to put this thing away? Watch the reverse angle of this. D'Angelo, take me through this, because look how tight this is.
I mean, that is a heck of a window to get a ball in. And DB, if you just get your eyes around Epps, maybe you can knock it down, but he's too busy looking at the receiver.
He was looking, and then he was losing, because on a 3rd and 1, I think the patented Tom Brady quarterback sneak goes up the middle, and that's it. Take a knee, it's a wrap. The Eagles made it fun for a hot minute at the end, but we have a 28-22 final score and a 5-1 next to the Buccaneers in their record column. Afterwards, I mentioned the Lenny thing. It's just Lenny now. Leonard is completely retired, and Bruce Arians and Tom Brady both talked about number 7. What's his name, Coach?
Yeah, Lenny's been really, really good. Really solid run and pass protection. He's playing as a really good 3-down back right now at a high level.
He's a great back. I mean, he's big, tough, catches it, runs, blocks, does everything for us. So great to have him in there. obviously when he's rolling, it's tough to stop us.
Tom Brady there got a little dicey near the end when they consequently started running the ball a little bit more in the second half after that one carry for Miles Sanders in the entire first half. But Tampa closed it out with Tom Brady executing, looking awesome at first, then Leonard Fournette, or now it's officially Lenny.
It's Lenny.
When I think Lenny, I think of Mice and Men.
Yep.
And I think of the second best friend to Homer Simpson that hangs out at Moe's.
Yep.
Yeah, that guy puts him back.
Is there another Lenny?
In Tampa. That's it. That's all we got.
Those are the three? All right. If there are any that we are missing,
Lenny Dykstra.
There we go. At GMFB. Oh, there we go. Oh, you guys can keep going. What was our big takeaway from the Buccaneers win last night in Philadelphia, Schragers?
Brady wasn't at his best in the second half. In fact, there was a couple plays where the passes were off, and you're like, is the thumb bothering him? Is he getting hit? Then they get the ball back with 6 minutes, and they're up 6 points, and the crowd is going nuts. Like, we need to stop. Stop. And here's the Tom Brady stuff that doesn't show up in the football life, doesn't show up in the America's game. 5 minutes left to go in the game, and Brady says, all right, 2nd and 10, let's get a first down. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7, get him off the field, give him a shot, we're down 1 score. He finds a way. 3rd and 1, Brady, just got to get him off the field. First down, game over. They never touched the ball the final 6 minutes.
Right.
This is it to me. This is what champions do. This is the difference between them and some of these topsy-turvy games where, did you see that this team came back from 17 points late and they found a way when you were asleep? We've been through that on a lot of Monday night games and a lot of Thursday night games. The Bucs don't have those games. They don't give up these giant leads. And Brady, again, not his best night. This one's not going in the Louvre. It's not going in the Hall of Fame. It'll be forgotten the second they take the field against Chicago next week. But if you didn't watch it, it was a chance for the Eagles to steal this one. If they had just gotten the hands on the ball again, they couldn't. That's what Tampa Bay does, and that's what they've done now for close to 25 straight weeks since the bye week of last year. They don't let you back in the game, and they put you away when they have to. Tom Brady found a way.
Yeah, I mean, it's the Tom Brady effect, right? I mean, he just does not allow his other teammates to have a letdown. This was a game I felt like, man, Tampa could sleepwalk through this game and win it just off of talent, off of sheer talent, off of
better
chemistry, just a better roster. Yeah. And, I mean, you kind of saw that on display. It was too many times, you look at this Eagles offense and it was just too one-dimensional. Mm-hmm. I mean, I saw Shaq Barrett coming off the edge. I mean, trying to, like a madman trying to get Jalen Hurts. It's because he knew every down is a passing down. And when offenses don't run the football, it allows the defense to just pin their hair back and go. That uncertainty of not knowing if it's a run or pass, that offensive lineman. I mean, I remember I used to ask Trent Williams, like, bro, we're much better when we throw the ball. Let us throw the football. He's like, man, D, you don't understand. Like, as a tackle, if I'm always pass setting and that D-line knows we're always in a pass set type of mindset, they don't have to think about me coming off and being explosive. And so, it's almost a little bit of a hindrance when you don't allow your offense to run the football a little bit, even if you're picking up small yardage. It's the mindset to be able to say, hey, we're going to own this line of scrimmage. They got some big boys on that Eagles offensive line. They got to utilize that. Even watching Devin White fly around, I mean, you can just see all of that raw athleticism on that Bucs roster. They're not a finished product right now, but I mean, I feel good saying I like this team moving forward. When they get healthy, this team is still that scary team that we saw last year that can kill you on defense or on offense. Pick your poison.
I think if they win the whole thing this year and there's the story of the 2021 Buccaneers, there's not a lot of the total running time that will be allocated to Week 6 against Philadelphia. This was an instantly forgettable game. But there's the one thing I actually do think is very important that emerged last night. The Brady to Antonio Brown thing is becoming a real thing, and I think that is a real problem. Yes. Over the last 3 games, Antonio Brown has 23 catches and 3 touchdowns. We know Brady loves him. We know he has some sort of chemistry with him that he stuck his neck out for him. Antonio Brown was on the Patriots for 5 minutes because Tom Brady wanted him there. Love Mike Evans, love Godwin, everything. Antonio Brown looked like the Steelers' Antonio Brown last night. Up into the plays, the run after the catch, the celebrations, the dropping the ball. Like, the journey that this guy's been on has been very dark and often very unsavory. But on the football field, he looks awesome. And we get caught up in the agelessness of Brady. The Antonio Brown thing, that could have been 2012, what we were just looking at. He looked that fresh and that spry, and I think that is a real problem because this team is so loaded. Their first ballot Hall of Famer tight end isn't even out there. It's like, yeah, whatever, we'll get him back in a month or something. It's not a big deal. They have that many people, and if Brady starts feeling the Brown thing more and more and more, like Antonio or D'Angelo, you said earlier this week you think the Bucs are the best team in the NFL still. I'm ready to revisit that conversation too.
Yeah, he can go back. He can go to anybody. They've showed that they can win anyway. They don't have to push downfield. They can lean on their run game like they did yesterday, and they don't have any injuries. I think we talked about this at this table, like, that are catastrophic at this point. Nothing season-ending. They're going to start getting some of these guys back, and they're pretty impossible to defend. Let's bring in Ian Rappaport.